Jai Baba. Today, before I read any poetry, I'm going to begin, as I usually do, with some words from Meher Baba. I've got a few selections from this book of Rick Chapman's titled You and I. It's subtitled A Personal Selection of Words of Avatar Meher Baba. Do whatever needs to be done, but do it as a spiritual being. Do it, in short, as if you were not doing it at all, but as if I or God were doing it through you. Enjoy all. Don't discard anything, but think it is Baba. Baba who enjoys, Baba who is eating. It is Baba sleeping soundly. And when you wake up, remember it is Baba getting up. Keep this one thought constantly with you. All the time, pray to me. Just my name. Even if it be just my name, it will reach me. Let me tell you this fact. There is nothing to worry about, nothing to be disheartened about. We are all, each of us, meant to be happy. God, who is within us all, is to be experienced as infinite happiness. And it can be done only through love for Him. Let these words be inscribed in your heart. Nothing is real but God. Nothing matters but love for God. And I'm going to read one more thing before I begin the poetry. My wish. Baba said, the lover has to keep the wish of the beloved. My wish for my lovers is as follows. 1. Do not shirk your responsibilities. 2. Attend faithfully to your worldly duties, but keep always in the back of your mind that all this is Baba's. 3. When you feel happy, think, Baba wants me to be happy. When you suffer, think, Baba wants me to suffer. 4. Be resigned to every situation and think honestly and sincerely, Baba has placed me in this situation. 5. With the understanding that Baba is in everyone, try to help and serve others. 6. I say with my divine authority to each and all that whosoever takes my name at time of breathing his last comes to me. So do not forget to remember me in your last moments. Unless you start remembering me from now on, it will be difficult to remember me when your end approaches. You should start practicing from now on. Even if you take my name only once every day, you will not forget to remember me in your dying moments. I love that line. You should start practicing from now on. Baba has such a way with words. So, I was thinking this morning about these videotapes of this poetry, and I wrote down a few notes that just came to me, which I'd like to read out now. These poems and these videotapes are documenting the relationship between a lover, in this case me, John Dennison, and the beloved. Some of these poems originally came in the night, a word, a two, a phrase. After a while, I write them any time of day. I'll say to Anita, I'm just going to go in the next room or whatever. Sometimes I just sit, the radio or TV can be on or whatever, and just write. When they come, they're ready to come. It can be something I've read from Baba or a perfect master or a saint that gets things going, or something I've heard, or just looking at the window seeing something. It's all material for what I write. These poems, I don't sit down to write a poem, is what I'm saying. The few times I've tried that, it just doesn't end well. Sometimes, if I'm fortunate, a poem comes fully assembled. These often take just 10, 15, 20 minutes, some cases maybe half an hour. Afterwards, there might be some minor editing. I'm going to talk today one of the poems where I wrote something and crossed out 2 words and put in 2 words, and then Anita a few days later found exactly the same words that Baba had used, and I felt very, very happy that she had found that. As I say, these poems are conversational. Some are ecstatic or joyous. Some are in praise, some in complaint. Some are observational. Some are prayerful. They're all for his entertainment, as well as the readers and listeners, insofar as Meher Baba's in each and every one. Every poem is for him and dedicated to him. Beloved Avatar, Meher Baba Ki Jai. So all these poems are written in the last, since the last reading 6 weeks ago. And the first one, Anita and I were going to FedEx in North Myrtle Beach. Anita was carrying in a package. I was sitting in the parking lot, and a car came into the parking lot, and the way the car came into the parking lot reminded me of an old friend. For those of you who remember Mark Palmer, this poem is for him. And it's titled, Not Just Yet. Not that a poem is needed. The backdrop, a summer's day on Highway 17. Nothing special, except the way someone is driving. Then it slams me, his face in memory's rearview mirror. He could never drive straight, always at angles. One of the funniest guys I ever knew. Not once did I ever see him laugh at his own jokes. I played Ed to his Johnny Carson. He'd go straight to the refrigerator. I told him to help himself to the ice cream. We knew what he liked and made sure to have it waiting. Expressionless, he enjoyed the melting goop. He showed up early for meetings. He stayed in the bathroom for long and longer periods. Once I almost said something I thought was funny. Looking back, I am thankful I did not. Weeks later in the hospital, we visited him. An intimate group gathered around him one cold evening. Silent Night was playing in a nearby room. To our surprise, Santa Claus walked in from nowhere. "What do you want for Christmas?" Santa asked. "The same thing I've always wanted," he answered. "To love and serve my beloved master, Meher Baba." Santa just nodded and walked out the door. His final days were at a close one's home. He had his first beer after a lifetime without. He ate whatever he wanted and drank milkshakes. He bantered happily and then silently slipped away. We had been linked together and given similar nicknames. When he passed, I wondered if I'd be next. You told me he had gone to paradise, and I wasn't going anywhere, not just yet. So that was an amazing experience there in the hospital. It was profound. Being with you. Under an apricot sky, the crickets are singing. The last bumblebee has gone home. The hummingbirds and warblers resting in their nesting places. God's eye is in the pastel heavens. I walk inside our mountain cottage. The gift you gave that keeps giving. I stand before your photo and thank you. You silently acknowledge my silent praise. Oh, beloved, just yesterday I saw a photo of old friends. We each stood upright, our hair not yet turned silver or white. We looked invincible and not stooped or bent. Our smiles, though, remain the same. My prayer list grows each night. So many friends and loved ones to remember. I remember that you remember them all. Not only remember, but you are in each and all. It is always the outlook that counts. No one knows another's travails and triumphs. I look out and see butterflies drunk with bliss, each flower a treasure of nectar. A swallowtail dances by the picture window. I stand and look out on the garden below. For a moment, I can't remember where I am. I smile as I remember I am with you. I like to have a little silence between each poem because my experience of poetry and reading it and listening to it is that poetry just doesn't end on the last word. It unfolds within. Maher's Gift. Silently descending from the clouded heavens, gaining sound as it pelts the leafy canopy, dripping, dropping profusely on the loamy earth, our ears bathed in the crystalline murmuring and whispering. Soon the sky becomes a strutting peacock, a box of crayons of glorious color. We breathe deeply the fragrant, cooling air. The mist is crawling along the valley floor. We sit and gaze. No words are spoken, except, "My God, how beautiful." Or maybe, "This is paradise." We just sit back and watch the show. God is always with us, always sharing his gifts. The ever beautiful, ever revealing. What beauty must live within? Take me to the place beyond the mountains, the place where the sun always shines. I know it is here within me. I know you will show me the way. O beloved Maher, your silent voice is echoing across the mountains and vales. Last night, I visited your divine palace. This morning, I am wet with tears of joy. Tap dancing. I didn't know then what I don't know now. The mind's maddening, incessant tap dancing. Nothing times nothing is always nothing. The mathematics of illusions, exhausting exasperation. Your name melts away this illusory life. Your smiling face erases all worry. I am content that I know nothing at all. I know I don't know anything. The only real knowledge is realization of you. The erosion of the rock of the self. The crumbling of the self-satisfied ego. The wearing away of all that is not you. Your love rewrites my life. Your name and face inform my every moment. I go nowhere without you. I am no one without you. How many mistakes have I made? Every one leads me to your lotus feet. How sweet is our Lord's forgiveness. His compassion is the death knell of the mind. O beloved, your love and compassion sustain me. Take me beyond the reach of the mind. Help me to read the book of the heart. Let my eyes see only you on every page I turn. The mists of time. Walking the river rock strewn driveway, sun glinting on a hieroglyphic stone. In my hands, I study the ancient symbols. Suddenly, I am in a cave observing shadows. I walk the shadowlands by day. I sleep shadow dreams by night. The world of forms forever flickering. I have watched so many come and go. All the while I continue journeying, looking for the light beyond the light. Once I caught a glimpse for just one moment. I am restless now, no matter where I go. Oh, beloved, I grow tired of this shadow play. My eyes are deceived by every horizon. Yet I go on and on and on. Only you can dissolve the mists of time. Your name brings good news. Even now I am waiting at your ocean's shore. You make me aware of the tides and currents. I am a swimmer swimming in your ocean. The ocean churns, rises and falls. I am weary, but I keep on swimming. I see your arms outstretched before me. Oh, beloved, I am coming home. Your love and grace. Standing in the closet, forgetting why I'm there, losing my mind, I look around the small room. I see your face adorning the month of August. I see nothing except your smiling face. Wherever I go, you are there. The yard is full of bees, birds, and butterflies. I hear the soft sound of nature's music. I am in heaven. I am in paradise. Sitting and gazing, my eyes move to your photo. I have never seen your face so cheerful. A tear trickles and rolls down my cheek. Oh, beloved, help me tear the curtain between us. The light is changing. The seasons turn. Last evening I was enveloped in golden light. Surely you are getting and gaining my attention. Your love and grace keep me going. Moments ago, a plate slipped from my hands. I watched helplessly as it broke on the kitchen floor. Oh, beloved, never let my hands slip from yours. Let me walk with you into every sunset. You are the glory and majesty of my life. You gift me your divine support and reassurance. You walk with me through the circumstances of life. Whatever I do or do not do is by your grace. This next one, I'm going to reference a bird that it's named the Eastern Towhee, and it calls has a very distinctive call, which is drink your tea. I always, when I hear this call, I am reminded of Alaba in Marizod when he would say, come for tea. So this has a very happy association for me, this bird, when I hear it. Title of this poem is The Heart of the Matter. The mountains disappear. Maybe I looked too long. Eventually, everything passes from sight. It is all a vanishing act, the grand movie of soul's memory. I hear a bird squawking in the distance, punctuating the silence of this day. Is she flying to or from home? Sometimes I wonder about myself. A butterfly floats on a soft breeze. My hand momentarily stops writing. An Eastern Towhee sings, drink your tea. I follow its advice and pour some green. Oh, beloved, I am wistful today, longing for something beyond my horizons. I am yearning for more than I know, my head slightly tilted, listening for you. Today I am holding back an ocean of tears. Only you can console my unease. Only you can restore my equilibrium. I am on stormy seas without you. Oh, beloved, you are my core, my essence. You are my hub, my nucleus. You are the name of the game. You are the heart of the matter. The one true friend. Past noon, a mourning dove continues cooing. Two bald eagles ascend toward the heavens, rising like hot air balloons into the cumulus. Somewhere in the far distance, an animal cries. Sitting at the oval kitchen table, my sprained knee sprawled uncomfortably under. The world is disjointed, out of alignment. We are seeing things we've never seen before. You tell me to look within. The world intrudes too often. I know you are in every particle. I have witnessed your manifest beauty. Last night I dreamed the moon disappeared. I watched it fly past the edge of the world. Later it appeared as the face of the one true friend, round, glowing, and oh so happy. My friend told me to never lose patience. I carry it with me wherever I go. It is a cross and a crucifixion. Oh, beloved, give me endurance. I am perpetually restless for you. Help me remain steadfast and always determined. Help me to hurdle and overcome every obstacle on my journey back home to you. Now, when I wrote this, rather than cross and crucifixion, my original words were trial and tribulation. And I crossed them out and put in cross and crucifixion. A few days later, Anita found this quote from Baba, which was to me a confirmation of the use of those words. By the way, I should say that I can remember Mani saying, patience, never lose it. Anyway, this is from Baba. Patience is the most difficult thing in life. And once this is mastered, man will become the master of all difficulties. Patience, in other words, may be called the power of endurance during the absence of the desired things or conditions. They say death is the worst thing in life, but in point of fact, patience is often worse than death. One would prefer death to patience when patience is severely tried. Patience is a life power. It is a spiritual power and the greatest virtue that one can have, for it is a cross. And on this, the patient one is crucified, and his resurrection follows crucifixion. So all success and happiness must follow the trying moments of patience. Your silent words. Anita is reading your silent words. The room is sunlit and quiet. My ears must be parched, thirsty. I listen as if my life depends upon it. And it does, and always has, and always will. Your words bring life-giving rain. Gardens appear before my wondering eyes. Everything is blooming as Anita reads. Oh, Baba, your fragrance makes me intoxicated. Blossoming flowers fill and envelop the room. My breath is not my own. Oh, beloved, I am breathing your breath. Your words have pierced my mind and heart. Your words have detonated my limited mind. Your words have quickened and enlivened my heart. Your words are an oasis in burning desert sands. The phone rings. I return to myself. The garden is gone. Your fragrance still lingers. I remain seated looking at your photo. I hear your silent voice within me. How can I ever begin to describe what is beyond the measure of words? This next one is an attempt to describe something that's indescribable, really. It's titled, You Were Always Here and Not Here. Because we all experience the presence and the absence of our beloved, the separation. It's the cat and the mouse, it's the carrot and the stick, it's the kiss and the kick. So it begins with some dreams and experiences of Baba that I've had in my life, and then just goes on to sort of the micro to the macro. And the reference in the first line, when I say Old Edwards, it's the Old Edwards Inn in Highlands, North Carolina, where Meher Baba and Mani and Mara and Goher and others traveled by on Highway 64 on their way to Oklahoma. And I'm sitting there on this porch. This is from an experience I had about 30 years ago. It starts. You are always here. Sitting on the porch at Old Edwards, glimpsing you walking between the hedges, running to the street and not finding you. You are always here and not here. An unexpected February snowfall, thick wet flakes coating the big oak. You appear as Krishna, flute in hand, silhouetted so clearly against the wintry sky. You are always here and not here. A young boy in an upper bunk. You come silently into the quiet room, your light filling the room, filling me, gazing intently into each other's eyes. You are always here and not here. Your photo coming off the wall, your eyes looking into mine, laying in bed all night weeping. You are always here and not here. Dreaming you as my constant companion, fast friends, journeying the world together. The moment you ask me, John, don't you know who I am? You are always here and not here. Countless times in numberless ways, smiling at me from clouds, leaves, tree bark, flowers, animal faces, stones, rocks, tilled and untilled soil, on billboards, on highways, the birds on the wire and in the air, the television out of the corner of my eye, and the convergence of light and darkness, the outlines of nature rarely noticed, only seen when you wish to reveal yourself, manifesting what is always there. You are always here and not here. On walls, ceilings, floors, and doors, and Persian carpets, furniture, draperies, and buttons, and passers-by on the streets and sidewalks, in life's cinema, a moving picture of you. The golden hour, the last rays of light, the first stars, the North Star, the last star, the moon, planets and constellations, the alignment of your cosmic creation. You are always here and not here. The music of life, the theme of existence, every note, every chord, every metered moment. O Lord beautiful, O beloved Meher, you are here. You are always here. Burning. There's a candle that burns within me. All day and all night it shines. None can see it but you. It burns in your remembrance. When will you return? You must see this beacon. You know the significance. This flame's glow continues growing. No elements can touch this flame. No ill wind can blow it out. No storm can reach it. No one but you started this fire. It started so simply, a little warmth, some light. Now it is all consuming. It has become uncontrollable. I covered myself with a blanket. I wore my blanket everywhere I went. Now my blanket is burning, engulfed in flame. The distance between us is being consumed. Oh, beloved, I have become lost in you. Find me and rescue me. I am burning, dear Lord. Only your ocean can extinguish this fire. And then the last. Your wish. Life with the beloved is a paradox, a series of contradictions wrapped in an enigma. There is no understanding that will help. It is as inscrutable as the path we travel. We are wayfarers nonetheless. None can see the path we traverse, our steps covered by desert sands. We are blinded to the mirage before our eyes. We glimpse you here and in unexpected places. Rivers run freely wherever you appear. A million flowers bloom wherever you have walked. This barren world becomes a garden of paradise. After days journeying, you leave the lights on. We sleep under a sky woven with stars. We entrust everything to you. Not so difficult when everything we have is yours. Oh, beloved, what will today bring? Whether sun or storm, it is all the same as long as we hold fast to you. You have given us your divine promise. We have left intellect and logic far behind. Your love and grace leave us longing for you. May your wish become our command. Well, thank you, Baba. Jai Baba.